Hello you guys, it's your girl Chidera aka Vibes with Adoibo, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest. Her name is
Vivian.
And this is my sister-in-law slash friend.
You know.
And today we're just going to be talking about culture shocks coming from Nigeria to the US. Her experience is going to be primarily college related.
Yeah.
Mine would be high school because that's when I came here. So without much talking, stay tuned and keep watching. So our experiences might be different because we used to visit the US in the summer, like when we were younger, before we officially moved. So you can start.
I think I remember when I went for my visitor interview, and the interviewer was like, "Oh, I see you've been to the U.S. before in the past. Just know that this experience is going to be different when you're a tourist versus when you're going for college." And I was just like, whatever. But then I came and I was like, whoa, this is actually different. But I remember landing in New York. Was it JFK?
Yeah, JFK.
JFK, and my brother picked me up, and we're just chilling. And then the next day we went out, and it was just like everybody could just tell that I was new. And I was like, how can you guys tell? What is so different about
Johnny just come?
They'll be like, oh yeah, you just look like a JJC, and I'm like, what does that mean?
I saw her when she first came. We actually went to was it a barbecue?
Yeah, it was
in
like
the
a
park.
party at the park or something.
And then what happened?
Yeah. And then all of them were like, it smells like weed.
I have been here for 2 years, but I didn't know what weed smelled like.
Yeah.
Either.
So the older people were like, oh, it smells like weed, and we're like, I was just like, what does weed smell like? I don't know. I don't know anything. Someone.
I know.
Yeah. So that was one thing, and then from there I went to Atlanta, and then I moved to Tennessee to start college, and that was when it was like, whoa.
Another thing that we faced was, how you have an accent. It's not a bad accent, but you're speaking English, and I know for me, I was able to. I was able to say stuff with an American accent, but you could still tell my strong Nigerian accent was there.
So for me at first I was like, okay, I'm just gonna talk how I always talk in Nigeria, whatever. And it was just like everyone's always like, huh? And I'm like, what don't you understand? What are you calling me for? What's not clicking? But eventually I think people around you kind of get used to your accent, or you kind of just, you don't mean to. It's not like you're trying to change your accent.
Comes out.
It just comes out. You start talking like the people around you.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that happened. A few weeks in, had to switch it up.
And the funny thing, you can always tell when someone is trying to force their accent. I see some people when they come to the US and they're trying to force it. It's like, no, I remember in high school, when in addition to people saying I was writing this paper for history class, and my teacher was helping me edit, and he was like, oh, so what goes here? I was like, oh, a full stop. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Wait.
In Nigeria, a period is full stop.
Yeah.
But here it's what is that?
Yeah, so, that's definitely one key thing too. It's writing, the British way of writing versus the American way, color, the U without the U, just things like that, little things like that.
And in Nigeria, you know about it, but now you have to incorporate it in your writing. So it takes a while to get used to.
Mm-hmm.
But then Word document, it would even highlight it red for you.
And
so
it's wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then the date system, changing, figuring out, month first.
Yeah.
Month first. Just
even your name, I had to get used to the fact that first name always comes first. And when you write your last name first, you have to put a comma. And I'm like, why?
Yeah. Just incorporating little things into your writing. One crazy thing I remember, I'm not crazy, but it was just like, whoa. I remember seeing this girl, she was on campus and she was just walking. She was wearing biker shorts, right? And I was just like, oh my God, no one is going to tell her she's wearing underwear out. And I was just like, I really thought she was wearing her underwear. I did not, I feel so like.
Yeah, because in Nigeria, like, we call those things tights.
Yeah.
And like it's stuff that you wear before you wear your actual outfit.
Yeah. It's like,
and yeah, coming here, like,
yeah, it's like kind of like shapewear or something. So that's what I thought she was wearing out. And it was just biker shorts, but I was like, no one is gonna say anything. But I didn't, luckily I didn't say this to anyone. I was just thinking in my head, like, no one's gonna say anything. But,
yeah, getting used to the dressing was, you know, it was definitely a big thing.
Oh,
like getting used to
now.
short shorts. I know, right?
Look at us now. But,
yeah,
that was a thing.
I remember I didn't know how to pronounce cucumber. Like I would say cucumber. Like, even when when you say plumber, the B is silent, right?
Yeah.
Me, I still used to say plumber. And people are like, what are you saying?
You're like, huh? Huh?
She didn't know the difference between key holder and lanyard.
And it was like, oh yeah, so, because like, it's freshman year, right? And they're giving us all this like paraphernalia and stuff. And it's like, oh, here's a lanyard. I'm like, what's a lanyard? This is a key holder. What are you talking about?
I know.
But just getting used to little things like that.
Yeah, little things. So now we're going to talk about like how easy it was for us to make friends when we came. So I came here I started 9th grade. I was 14, turning 15. I would say in high school, like, I kind of felt out of place. Mm-hmm. First of all, in Nigeria, I was supposed to be entering 11th grade. So now coming here, it was like I was already 2 years back, but not really, because over there, my classmates were going to finish before me. And here, I kind of felt like these people are not on my level, but everybody is your same age. Everybody is the same age as you. So I really needed to like calm down. But I would say like people were nice to me. Luckily at my school, I remember this girl, Bria, reached out to me, she saw me and she was like, you want to sit with me and my friends? I was like, yeah, Bria, shout out to you if you're watching this. But yeah, that's kind of how, I kind of made friends from there. And, after that, I remember in my homeroom, the first day of school, they were giving us like our schedules and stuff. I sat right next to this girl and she saw my name. She was like, Chidera, are you Nigerian? I was like, yes, I saw her name. So I was like, oh, you're Yoruba. I was like, okay. That was like, immediate bonding. So, things like that. And then like at church, my brother-in-law's church, there were also a lot of Nigerians. So I would say like making friends, it came with time. Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm so lonely and, I don't have any friends. I don't know anybody. But I just appreciate that fact that people were nice to me. And, it wasn't hard. In college now, I'm really having fun. I have my whole clique or whatever.
Okay. For me, like, my experience was a little different. I'm naturally not the most, like, outgoing person. So, and it was just me. My college is really tiny. We're, like, less than 1,000. So, it was just me and this other boy were the only Nigerians in the freshman class, like, straight out of Nigeria, Nigerians. So, it was just, like, I did feel lonely. I'm not gonna lie. So it was just like, my routine was class, cafeteria,
K-drama.
Korean dramas, those are my thing. And that was just my like kind of like cycle. It wasn't really like, I had friends though, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want my friends to watch this and be like, oh, so freshman year, I was talking to you and you were lonely. But like, it was just like people who like understood what it was to be international and Nigerian and just like have things different for you. But I would say sophomore year, the incoming freshmen, there were now like a lot of Nigerian girls, and so me and them kind of clicked. And yeah, I would say like, that's kind of my tribe right now.
Yeah, so people. Making friends came with time.
Comes with time.
Wasn't like easy.
Yeah.
Talk about freshman 15.
Bruh, like, you see, if you're coming to college in the US, you hear about freshman 15. Don't think it's a joke. Just like
can't relate. So I don't live in the dorm.
I live in the dorm, and we can't like make our own food in my school. So I lived in the dorm my freshman year. So, you know, they were like, oh, freshman 15, beware, just, you know, try to watch what you eat and exercise and all that cool stuff.
And that, yeah.
I was just like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, oh, there's burger. Oh, there's fries. Ooh. I was just like, but it was just like, oh, I didn't really like the cafeteria food. So sometimes just bad decisions in the cafeteria was like ordering food and stuff. It's like that freshman 15
turned into freshman 30.
You can turn into freshman 30 in no time. So just take cognizance of that if you're...
Be careful if you're coming.
Yeah.
All right. So to round this up...
I would say like culture shock. It's not something you can really, I'd say, prepare for it. It's not something someone can tell you, this is exactly what you do so you don't get culture shock. It's something that's going to happen regardless. So it's just an experience. You know, a learning experience, I guess I would say.
Even if you're aware of it, like, there's still stuff that's gonna happen to you that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
But this is our experience being Nigerian in America.
A little.
If you like this video, make sure you
like, subscribe, turn on the, what is it called? The bell. The notification bell. You know, so
comment. And thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye. Hello, you guys. It's your girl Chidera, aka Vibes with Adorable, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest. Her name is